Hola amigos de CulturArte, estoy aquí en la Royal Opera House, muy emocionado de poder platicar pues unos minutos antes de esta presentación con Olga Pudova, ¿ya?
Ciao.
Hello Olga, thank you
Hello.
for let us to share these few minutes with you before the performance. So I hear that this is your first time in the Royal Opera. How you feel
Yes,
about
this
this
is my
debut?
debut. I'm very happy, because everything just perfect to me. And this time, it's a wonderful production, absolutely wonderful production, and all people make such big support for me here. Yeah, and of course, for me, it's like a new step in my career, so it's very important. That's why I'm just happy to be here.
And how do you feel that you are doing this debut in a new band production of this opera?
It's a wonderful production, wonderful. And, I can tell you honestly, I did this part many times, but exactly in this production, I just discovered this opera again. Yeah, because it's a very interesting ideas, just very unusual. I never met before. So
A new kind of staging.
yes,
What is different in this
in
production?
staging, yeah. And actually, with the musical things, it's also some different things. It's another version is usually people doing, but it's not for me, not for my part. It's always the same, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I love it very much, and especially for me, it's something new because I'm singing Olympia. It's a doll, just doll, mechanical doll, yeah. And Hoffmann, he falls love to this doll just for a while, yeah. And then he discovered that she's a doll, just a mechanical doll.
Okay.
And usually just empty doll. But here in this production, it's not just a doll, it's a robot.
Okay.
Yes, it's a smart robot which is counting numbers all the time and just try to be very attention to everything, and it really helps me because I'll be honest, I don't like to sing this part usually. Yeah, because it's very difficult for singers, just to say to myself like, you have to be empty, 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 no emotions, nothing. It's really difficult because emotions always help us
To sing better,
yes,
yeah.
to build something incredible on the stage and then sing, of course, yeah. But here in this production, I'm always preparing myself like I'm a robot. And it's a funny thing that it's a big difference between movements.
Okay.
I found out for myself, like to move like a doll or to move like a robot. It's really big difference
Yes.
between these things, yeah.
You need to prepare your character very different from another
Yes,
kind
yes.
of.
So that's why I'm really enjoy very much.
And how do you feel to know that this performance will be screened in many cinemas in the world? And also, we in Mexico are very happy to see this new production in this season. And how do you feel to know that the people around the world are able to see these kind of magical, great performances from the stage of London to everywhere?
So I feel like probably very soon I will be very famous. No, but serious. I have half and half feelings about cinema movies, opera movies, because one by hand, it's a very good idea because people who don't have possibility to come to opera, especially to Covent Garden, of course, people in Mexico and in
Yeah.
other countries, it's so far away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, it's great for them to have opportunity to come to cinema and watch this opera by screen. But by the other hand, it's very important to hear opera alive, because it's my opinion, I don't know, but I feel like it's a bit different emotions when you can watch it in real life, not by cinema. But anyway, it's a wonderful possibility, wonderful opportunity for people who can't come to watch some performances in different countries.
And people can hear a very clear sound with all these images. Can see very detailed productions that sometimes
I
when
hope-
you are
yes,
in
I
a
hope.
live theater, but you cannot see these kind of details, but in the cinema it's a different experience, no?
Yeah, it's a different experience, but I hope it will be very, very, I'm sure it will be very, very good quality. So
It will be.
yeah, and people
Trust me, it's
okay.
very fantastic to see these kind of performances. Yeah.
Okay, so it means people will enjoy it very much.
How could you tell to the people that sometimes are not, or maybe are afraid to go and to see opera live or in cinema, because sometimes they think, well, maybe opera is too long. What can you tell
maybe
for
not
those?
for me, not
I think
not my type
hear,
of music. Yeah,
you have heard a lot
Yes,
of times. What can you share for those people that is thinking, should I go or no to see opera?
I think it's a very, very good idea to start with a very famous opera, but very light. I mean, like Mozart, for example, because Mozart's music, it's incredible music. You can take it immediately. It doesn't matter have you been in opera or not. Maybe start to watch some little pieces from opera by YouTube, for example, just to try to understand what is it. But, for example, me, I'm doing a lot of projects with different musicians, even with the rock musician.
Okay.
But we are making mix between rock and opera. So it's like, for example, I'm singing Queen of the Night aria by the rock style.
Okay.
Yes, of course, I keep my voice for sure, but they are doing arrangements, and it sounds like a rock aria, but I keep my voice, my opera voice, and it's really amazing. And when we make this concert, people who come for these concerts, they are always impressed about voice, opera voice. And I'm hearing so often when people come to me after the performance and just tell me like, we never hear opera voice, but it's incredible. We've never been in opera, and now we decided we want to go to opera. So yeah, it's a different ways.
So that kind of projects helps to people get into the opera in a different kind of music, no?
Yes, try to do this really, because sometimes it helps. I understand this position when people are a bit scared to go because they're afraid to be boring or something like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very important which opera you want to see. You're gonna go. It's always better to ask advice for somebody who knows about classic music something. It's important to ask to be sure that opera you will come to watch will be super pooper. Yeah.
And you're now launching your career through different important opera houses around the world.
Yeah.
And but you're very young, so what can you suggest for these people that maybe want to achieve a career in the opera? What can you suggest them to do to achieve this and to keep doing this dream? Because sometimes as a singer you think, oh, it's very difficult to get into the Royal Opera or any other important companies.
Yes.
But it's something achievable, no? What do you think?
Just to destroy it all fears in your head, just destroy it. Never be scared about something, never. Because if God gave you the talent, gave you the voice, you must follow this. You must make it better and better and try to find the ways to go to different theaters and just share with the people your talent. So it's very important to don't be afraid of something, you know. Just if you want to sing, go. Just go. Never worry about some little things. Everything will come to you, for sure. Just don't be scared of something.
Okay, that's very good advice. Which titles do you recommend for the new opera lovers that wants to get started in this fabulous form of art?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Which titles do you recommend for the people?
Titles?
Yeah, which titles, which operas for the people that wants to get into the opera for the first time?
I don't know. But you mean which operas?
Yeah,
yes?
you say that
Yeah,
sometimes when you try to do with light operas, with light
Yes, but
like with Mozart, for example,
I'm
you
sure.
said.
Yes, I'm sure the Mozart, like Le Nozze di Figaro, Die Zauberflöte, the Magic Flute, and Verdi, for sure, Traviata, Travatore, Un ballo in maschera, e Rigoletto. It's a very, very beautiful music. I think it's impossible to come to watch this opera and, just will not get some incredible emotions. Yeah. So I think this kind of music, really, really classic opera, really classic, famous opera.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the best one.
And how long does it take to prepare this your role for this opera, for this new production?
So we have like 4 weeks rehearsals, but for my part, this opera is about 3 different women of Hoffmann, yeah. And my part was the first one in the first act. That's why I was the first one yeah, after the prologue. So I think we spent like 10 days for my part. So yeah, not so much.
And which other roles have you performed in other operas that you really like to sing? Which ones do you like?
A lot. But actually, I love to make this equilibristic as Olympia, as a Queen of the Night, and one of my favorite parts. It's Zerbinetto from Ariadne of Naxos by Richard Strauss. Yes, and I love also very much Constanze from Entführung aus dem Serail. It's by Mozart, actually, yeah. But it's always with the difficult things I love very much. Yeah. But of course I love to sing lyric repertoires, Traviata, Lucia, Gilda, this kind of repertoire.
This kind of repertoire.
Yes, of course, because it's amazing joy, just amazing.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for sharing these minutes. Good luck with this performance, and we will see you in Mexico.
Thank you so much.
Gracias a todos. Nos vemos en los cines.
Ciao.
Bye.
Gracias.